Okay, welcome again. In last period, we have seen something about cluster structure. Now, this cluster structure clearly means the pattern of arrangement of atoms. Pattern in the sense what type of unit cell it is and how the atoms are arranged in that unit cell. We have seen different cluster structures in which most of the common metals or elements solidifies. These are body-centered cubic crystal structure, face-centered cubic crystal structure, hexagonal packed crystal structure. Here the unit cell is prism, while in BCC and FCC the unit cell is cubic in nature. Now let us go ahead with this knowledge into another important concept, that is microstructure. See, the crystal structure is to be studied at atomic length scale. That is, when we observe the structure using this X-ray diffraction technology at atomic level, we call it as crystal structure. But the microstructure is different. Here the atomic scale has been reduced to nanometer or centimeter length scale. Now what this microstructure exactly means? It is nothing but the arrangement of grains and boundaries. What we can visualize in microstructure? We can visualize grains, grain boundaries, grain size. If any defects are there, that is some voids or vacancies, or if any dislocations are there, all these things can be seen or visualized in microstructure. Now, why this microstructure is important? Because it determines mechanical, physical, and chemical properties of the material. That's why observation of this microstructure is very, very important. Now, how to see this microstructure? How it exactly look like? See, to understand that, two images are shown here. Their magnification is also indicated here. This is exactly we look under microscope. Another question comes in mind. Why such microstructure is generated? See, there are two important reasons. When metallic element solidifies from molten state to solid state, it results into the formation of this type of microstructure. Another important reason is mechanical deformation. Now, to understand this mechanical deformation, just recall that forging process. What we do in forging, we heat up the metal mass and hammer it on anvil. This mechanical deformation results into recrystallization. Thus, after solidification and recrystallization, we observe such structure under microscope. Now, what we get after observation? Because this microstructure decides the mechanical, physical, magnetic and electrical properties. That's why it is very important to observe this microstructure. Now let us try to understand some of the techniques, fundamental techniques. This is called optical microscopy, or we call this particular instrument as optical microscope. It is available in our laboratory or in most of the engineering college or industrial establishments. To visualize the structure at a magnification of about 1000 to 2000 times, 1000 ते 2000 टाइम्स मॅग्निफिकेशन म्हणजे एखादी छोटी इमेज 1000 पटीने मोठी करून या मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये पाहता येते. See, the arrangement is very simple. We have two lenses here. This one is eyepiece and this one is objective. You can see this eyepiece here, objective lens here. This is the light source. Light comes, it comes on this plain glass reflector. These light rays are reflected in a downward sense. It passes through objective lens. The specimen which microstructure is to be visualized. It is kept here. याच्यापासून रेज रिफ्लेक्ट होऊन या रिफ्लेक्टरच्या ट्रान्सपरंट पोर्शन मधून ते रेज आयपीस मधून आपल्या डोळ्यापर्यंत येतात. दिस इज द वे वी ऑब्झर्व द मायक्रोस्ट्रक्चर. आता ते मायक्रोस्ट्रक्चर कसं दिसतं हे मागच्या स्लाइडमध्ये मी तुम्हाला दाखवलेलं आहे. हे एक साधं टेक्निक आहे. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे लॅबोरेटरीमध्ये जे अवेलेबल आहे ते ह्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह लेन्स किंवा आयपीस लेन्सचं मॅग्निफिकेशन किती आहे ते त्याच्यावर एनग्रेव्ह केलेलं असतं. 10 टाइम्स, 5 टाइम्स, 50 टाइम्स और 100 टाइम्स. आपल्याकडे जो मायक्रोस्कोप आहे ते 1500 टाइम्स एखादी इमेज मॅग्निफाय करून दाखवतो. आपल्याकडे स्पेसिमन्स पण आहेत याचे. वी कॅन सी दोज स्पेसिमन्स. ठीक आहे. दिस इज वन टेक्निक टू व्हिज्युअलाइज the microstructure. Another sophisticated technique is also there, that is scanning electron microscopy. याच्यामध्ये इमेज ही 10,000 ते 50,000 टाइम्स मोठी केली जाते आणि याचं ॲप्लिकेशन इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये नाहीये. हे वापरतात रिसर्च लेवलला. आता याचं वर्किंग प्रिन्सिपल काय आहे हे वाचून तुम्हाला समजेल. स्कॅनिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन मायक्रोस्कोप किंवा रिसर्चच्या ज्या लॅबोरेटरीज आहेत, म्हणजे IIT मध्ये तुम्हाला हे सापडेल, NITs मध्ये हा मायक्रोस्कोप सापडेल. म्हणजे जिथं रिसर्च वर्क होतं तिथं ह्या मायक्रोस्कोपचा वापर होतो. आपल्या लॅबोरेटरीमध्ये ऑप्टिकल मायक्रोस्कोप आहे. ठीक आहे. थँक्यू.